I struggle to finish any video game. But I specifically struggle to finish games that I like, especially open world role-playing games. For me, a good game in the RPG category isn't about how big the map is, how realistic the bows on the horses are, how the acting is superb. For me, what matters is in how I can portray the person I want to roleplay as accurately as possible. From a developer perspective, it's a very difficult job to maintain so many characters that people want to play as. Maybe they choose to be a scientist who used to be an MMA fighter that also does medicine for some reason. Or maybe, more simply, just an African warlord. You either make this work or people will mod it in. But this is not why I can't finish RPGs. The reason for that is I just don't want to miss out on any of the good side quests. So I miss out on the main story and never finish the game. See, I had New Vegas on my Steam account. It was gathering dust like many other games I bought 7 years ago. Someday I will get to Witcher 3. Someday I will. My whole Fallout experience boiled down to me getting into the game, doing some quests, then dropping it, never touching it for a couple of months. Till a few days ago that I said to myself, okay, I'm gonna start one new playthrough and finish the game. Just get it out of my mind, just get it out of my backlog forever. So I went into the world of Fallout New Vegas and got scared by all the DLC notifications. Let me play the game, please. And I tried to follow a quest, then found a couple of very cool armor sets that I couldn't wear. But overall, I was excited.
Never gets old when something blows up.
Then I got stopped by Neil.
This is a dangerous place, human.
And if you couldn't tell, this gentleman here is mutant, protecting mutant territory. He said that the state of the land isn't well since the new leader isn't a great one. I recommended that, hey, maybe me and you should team up and overthrow her. But I didn't know the right words. I didn't know the right vocabulary to use to convince him. So I just responded with one of the options I had, not really caring what it was, not really thinking deeply about it. And the option I chose was kind of racist.
Keep saying things like that and I won't be so friendly. Not every super mutant is a brain-damaged brute. Many of us are just as intelligent as basic humans, and the rest don't really have any choice in the matter, do they?
I didn't expect the game to give a somewhat realistic personality to characters that in most media lack any character.
What?
Now, I'm gonna make a brave statement here. I don't condone racism. I think it's bad. The thing I said was in the heat of the moment, and when I myself hear other people say stuff like that to mutants, I find it disgusting, I find it immature. Oh, I could double down on being racist. Okay, so I turned back and decided to listen to Neil till I got enough skill points to make him listen to me. And I ventured into the Hidden Valley and discovered these bunkers. One of them was eerily empty, but I didn't give up, and my persistence led to me getting arrested by an underground militaristic society who used me as bait with a bomb collar on me to kill an NCR scout. Then the leader McNamara told me to go out to search for more of their missing Brotherhood members, and then another guy Harden asked me to overthrow him so he could put himself in charge, and there is Ibsen who downloaded more RAM and got the computers fucked up. I also activated their bunker's self-destruction mechanic cause a funny man on TV told me to. New Vegas is full of these kind of quests that shows you one mundane thing that leads to layers upon layers of conflict. For example, I want a piece of information from this guy. So I talk to him and he says, sure, just go kill a couple of ghouls here and I tell you what I know. Okay, sounds simple enough, but not joking. 10 minutes later, you're in the middle of a religious cult full of ghouls trying to reach God by rockets. And Chris, who thinks he's a ghoul.
Your pranks won't work on me, Smoothskin.
This cult wants to leave this place by rockets. And the rockets are in the basement, so they can access it because of the Nightkins. The Nightkins are basically basement dweller schizophrenics who want to be left alone and not be seen by society. They literally do this by using an item called Stealth Boys. They think this place is full of it. Spoilers, there is nothing here. There is also a ghoul who has been hiding here for, I don't know, years, and he's holding back the room with the information that we need, so we can either kill him or get his friend back. Spoiler, his friend is fucking dead. After doing some work to make the rocket works, it turns out that Chris He's not actually a ghoul. He just thinks he's a ghoul cause he's bald.
You call this bald, Smoothskin?
Also, he's about to get cocked by the entire cult and left to be alone, so you could let him loose. Let him have his revenge. Or convince him that he should forgive them and go to Novak, so you could seek out a hair transplant. Either way, yes, the goals are gone. You're welcome. Could have just killed you or stolen the information off your computer, but that was a fun time. I'll let the goals go without any trouble if you're wondering, cause it helps with my street cred, or as this game likes to call it, the karma system. It's a very simple system. You do a good thing, you're well liked. You do bad thing, everybody hates you. Or could do bad things and gaslight people. This entire game is about containing a good reputation while doing the things that you do. I recommend putting points into speech. Words are much sharper than any sword. I have diffused word-ending conflicts with my ability to speak with an elegant manner.
Did you just... How dare you?
Even though speech is a very powerful skill to have, I was surprised that it's not just a speech that affects your dialogue option. It's basically everything. It could be science, repair, explosives, intelligence, low intelligence. Hey, you could even have perks that helps you with charming specific genders. Also, containing a good reputation can also get you some items. At some point this guy was so generous that he was stopping me every time I load into Freeside.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? King says to keep up the good work. King says to keep up the good work. Hey, you're the one who's been going around. I get it!
I felt that I was getting a little too much credit and a little too much maze, so I managed my reputation level down by a couple of points. I don't want Freeside to run out of corn, okay? Cause my character is a man of people. I roleplayed as a man who I felt this land needed. Someone who got results by any means necessary. A true Machiavellian. Meaning yes, I might do things that are morally grey, but in the end, it would be better for all of us. As the man himself said, the end justifies the means.
Sergeant Teddy!
Another trait of my character was I didn't like people in power. And just to simplify my journey, there's a lot of governments buried in the backyard. In the Fallout universe, much like in the real world, there is no such thing as a functional government.
I blame the government.
There is the NCR. They pretend they are the good guys and try to govern the people, although to me what matters is if they can get the job done. Disclaimer, they can't. They also increase the taxes, so fuck them. There is the Legion who follows one man who thinks the world was too modern, and that's why the world got wasted. So we should all go back to the ways of the old world. Bad medicine, misogyny, and slavery. Human rights? That's just cringe.
This is worthless.
Caesar is the embodiment that I was born in the wrong generation. This makes so much sense because he has holes in his brain. There is one redeeming thing about the Legion though. The lands that are under their watch are the safest. They lack any danger compared to the roads governed by NCR. But the thing is, the roads are the safest and lack any trouble, cause these motherfuckers are the trouble.
Oh, not again, not again. Oh my god, Caesar, get off my fucking dick, bro!
If you are genuinely siding with the Legion, you are entitled to your own opinion. I don't really care what you do in your playthrough, dude. Mr. House, on the other hand, is probably the most competent and less crazy than the Legion, although he has robot sex workers. But I'm not judging anybody here. If you side with him, he probably can achieve some great things in the long run, but I'm afraid that if I set him in power, his actions will turn New Vegas into Night City.
Corps have long controlled our lives, taken lots, and now they're after our souls.
I don't want people to be sexually scanned by a man who is a still image. The house always wins if it's my house, okay? The only reasonable people in the Mojave are Neil and his friends at Jacobstown, which is the best place to be in the entire game. Like, this is what most of New Vegas looks like. And this is Jacobstown. which is populated by mutants and Nightkins that are unironically schizophrenics because of their stealth boy usage.
The voices in my head are getting louder.
Me calling them schizophrenics in the intro was not a joke, and you have to help them with a new version of the stealth boys that can solve this. You can have a Nightkin companion in this game called Lily, who has the new version testing on her based on your decisions. The developers actually took into account that she suffers from mental illnesses, so if she goes below a certain amount of health, she experiences mental breakdowns. This game is full of things that are so minuscule, you might never notice them. I once saw a kid trying to catch a rat for his meal, so I shot the rat and he started eating it.
Thanks, mister.
I found a street comedian who was telling jokes for like straight up 3 minutes.
I had dinner at the Ultra Lux the other night. I told them my steak tastes funny. They said it was a clown. I ain't a person.
Also found out that people didn't like the Dead Money DLC, which broke my heart. Just to simply put into perspective how good this storytelling is, listen to this radio signal after escaping from the Sierra Madre.
No way out. Can't end like this. I know you can hear me. When you die, Courier, I'll be waiting. Your grave's going to look just like this vault. When you die, I'll be waiting here. The Sierra Madre. Waiting.
While wandering the land, I was struck with the fact that I left them there, next to bars and bars of gold that he cannot buy a single thing with. I had to carry this choice with me, knowing that I did this and could have just released him from his misery by killing him. And by no means you can truly free him from his greed. From his point of view, he came too far to let go. This game doesn't put you in situations that you can easily tell good from bad. You just have to personally decide what you think is the best option between a list of horrible ones. New Vegas is full of decisions to be made because the world of this game is so huge. Like, man, there's always something interesting going on in this world. And this makes me really confused because New Vegas was made in 18 months. Which, if you can't tell, is 1.5 years. 1.5 years for an open world RPG game. They probably traded their soul with Satan to get this game made. In fact, you can go and check it, it's confirmed. Okay, you caught me, I lied. It's not their soul, it was the optimization of the game.
I seriously didn't think, oh, you got some missing textures, oh. Okay, it crashed.
See that roller spinning down there? That decides if you get past through this door or not. In my 60 hours of playing this game, I experienced a crash for every 2 hours. In Vault 22, you are supposed to be scared and paranoid because there are some creatures that blend in with the environment. But sometimes they just don't care about not being seen. Some quests are a bit buggy and the game doesn't really expect you to approach it in a certain way or a certain time. Like, Beyond the Biff is a really fun quest, but why doesn't the game just let me check the basement without talking to this guy? Nobody needs this guy to confirm that, hey, we are indeed cannibals, we eat people. We fucking know, dude. The other problem I have with this game is that patrolling through the Mojave really makes me want to kill myself. I found a super weapon once that kills fucking anyone. Everybody. And you're telling me that there is not a single drivable car in this game. You know what? I accept that. But not a single horse. The goddamn wasteland. Are you mad? And please, horses are not dead and extinct because their skins were too soft and they were sensitive creatures. They died because Todd Howard fucking killed them with his video game engine. At least there is a radio. You can listen to some bangers while walking. But sadly, if I used the radio, I would have just gotten a copyright claim or simply getting executed by a certain Dutch company. But overall, one of the best games I played, despite the great amount of problems. And if you're wondering what happened with my character, he just went to Jacobstown and retired. Goodbye.
I know it wasn't right. They'll bury
but they're hanging me tonight. They hang